Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I just got a full-time job, which means finding time to read might be a challenge, especially with school starting in less than a month. So with the pressure of my third year of university creeping up, along with my giant stack of emails being sent in from work, I thought I would record what I realistically read in a week with a full-time job. Hope you enjoy! I did want to start recording yesterday, but then we drove back home yesterday and got back to the city today, like right now. So now I'm starting this vlog on a random Tuesday at 11 p.m. at night, which is great. I started a book called This Woven Kingdom by Tara Mafi. You've probably heard of it. And the author, I know Shatter Me is more popular by this author, and I do have the first 3 books right there. I've never read Shatter Me, so this is my first series by this author. So far, I'm really liking it. I like the writing. Also, the chapters seem really short. So far, we've been introduced to 2 characters and we're getting both of their POVs. First one is Elise, second is Cameron. I think it's Cameron. I keep forgetting his name. And in this world, there are the people known as the Jinn with these special abilities. Elise is Jinn. I really like Elise. Cameron, I don't really care too much for right now. He's the prince of this kingdom. Not gonna lie, the first impression I got from him was like anger issues, which like not great. So I'm hoping there's a reason behind it. Okay, for some reason, I'm really interested in Cameron's grandfather. Like, is there a prequel story about him? Because his story seems really interesting. There was also this enemy kingdom that was mentioned briefly, and okay, I'm gonna admit right now, but I did spoil myself on who the actual main love interest is in the series because I was scrolling through Pinterest to see what the characters looked like, and that's how it happened. So yeah, that's my bad. Not gonna lie, I'm not too mad about it though. Like, I do it to myself all the time. So now I'm eagerly waiting to read the second book because I think that's when he's introduced. I think the love interest in the first book is Cameron though, obviously. Elise and Cameron did kind of have like a first encounter, but it wasn't too much. He didn't even fully see her face. Elise right now is working as a servant slash seamstress. And then I think Cameron's grandfather wants him to get married, and so he wants him to host a ball. So we know what's gonna happen. I actually haven't read the past couple of days because of work and family events, but I'm free now and I managed to read a good chunk of the book today. I'm now 50% of the way through. And guys, it's been so exciting. So much has happened, especially like getting closer to the 50% mark. Like, there was action and then secret and identity reveals. And then during one of the identity reveals, it was just like I started suspecting it was a certain person, and then when it was revealed that it was actually that person, I just was like, oh my god, this is so great, because I actually liked him, so now I'm really happy. And then Elise and Cameron have met face to face now, and I don't really know how to feel about it because for Cameron, it was very like instant attraction, like he was very instantly drawn towards her. And it's just like, I don't know how to feel towards Cameron because he's been angry this entire book. Sadly, the anger management issues do run through the family, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really wish this entire book was in Elise's perspective because I love her, but if I'm gonna be forced to read Cameron's perspective, I need to be obsessed with him in some way, and I'm just not. I don't know if this is because I spoiled myself. Like, I don't completely hate him, I'm just trying to find a reason to like him. Also, the king found something out about Elise, and now he considers her dangerous, so I'm excited to see how that plays out because she's supposed to attend the ball later. I was reading this book at like 2 a.m. last night, and wow, that one chapter! Like, the romance, it's so funny because before I was thinking, wow, this is a lot more subplot than I thought it would be, and then that happened. They finally had a decently long conversation because before it was very quick and like they barely got to talk to each other the first 2 times they interacted, but then this time they finally talked to each other for more than 2 minutes and then they kissed. What is going on? What is this progression? And then it finally gets into Elise's head, oh my god, his grandfather wants to kill me, and so she's like, okay, bye forever, and then disappears. Like, what happened in that one chapter with the romance could have been the entire book. For a second I thought they were cute though, and for that 1 second too I thought, okay, Cameron isn't that bad, like together they're pretty good. Like, I think the only time I'm gonna like him when I read this book is when he's with Elise. I'm wondering if she's still gonna go to the ball because something happened and now she has to run away before anyone else figures out who she is. Guys, it's getting so exciting. Like, I think I can finish this book tonight and then start the second book. Also, someone actually needs to stop me because I keep going on Pinterest and scrolling and spoiling myself, and I spoiled myself on one of the side couples that are in the later books. I realize this is fully a me issue, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Anyways, this book, I love how she makes friends in the most unlikely places, and then allies are just popping left and right, like they're coming out of nowhere, and I think that just makes the book even more fun. Like, there's this one guy that we just met and we don't know his name whatsoever. The main love interest was also mentioned once, and I don't know, the guy that appeared, I kind of suspected him to be the main love interest for a second, but I'm not too sure. The new friend that she makes near the end though, it's so funny because before she was being kind of serious but also joking, like, I kind of want to run away, you know, and then Elise's like, okay, run away with me, you're coming with me, and the girl's just like, like, what, excuse me? And the new guy just popped up out of nowhere. He just came in through the window. And the reason why I thought he was the main love interest was because they kind of had this banter going on. So it like might be him, because from the fan art I've seen, his appearance kind of matches him. But I don't know. Also from the spoilers I've seen on Pinterest, I think I am going to be forced to like Cameron later, which I really don't know how to feel about that right now, but we'll see. Okay, so I just finished This Woven Kingdom. That ending was definitely unexpected. I don't know what I was expecting, but definitely not that. A lot happened. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like so many people weren't who we thought they were. Also from the ending of this, I can kind of see how things in the second book will happen. So I'm really excited to read it, but also a messed up part of me wants to save it. I do this all the time. I say I want to read something and then it takes me so long to read it, but I'm gonna read it, I swear. Like after I get ready for bed, I'm definitely gonna start the second book. Also, the romance between Cameron and Elise was very strange. Because Cameron's feelings towards her, I don't know how to explain that either, but it was just really weird. Also, the magic in this book, there wasn't a lot of it near the beginning, but then near the ending it appeared more. So I'm wondering if in the second book there's going to be a lot more of it. Oh, also, I forgot to tell you guys my rating. I rated it a 4 out of 5. I had so much fun. Anyways, I'll probably go get ready for bed and then start the second book, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I made it through a good 20% of my book last night, and oh my god, I already love Cyrus. He has so much more personality than Cameron. Also, why am I still being forced to read Cameron's POV in this book? Like every time his POV comes up, I'm just like, oh my god, and then I read so slow. Are we gonna get Cyrus's POV eventually? Because I really want that. Or even better, again, just make the entire book in Elise's POV and I'll be so happy. When Cyrus showed up though, oh my god, he's like, this girl's my bride, and I'm just thinking, this is moving way faster than the other romance. What is happening? And then we find out it's basically the last thing he wants, and now they hate each other, and now it's slightly an enemies to lovers romance. Like this romance feels so much better than the other one, because with Cameron and Elise, it just felt like this thing that was happening to me and I wasn't really feeling anything. And then this man shows up and I'm like, oh my god, I love you so much. I was gonna talk to you guys when I got to 50% of the book, but then I found this line. This line specifically I saw when I spoiled myself. It was like everywhere on Pinterest. I'm just like, when's this line gonna come up? And it came up a lot sooner than I thought it would. And it's like, God, you're so beautiful, he said, his smile vanishing even when you lie to me. Like, look, it's right there. I was just thinking the entire time I was on Pinterest, oh my god, what's this line everyone's obsessed with? And again, I thought it would come up a lot later, like a betrayal thing, but nope, it's just right here casually. Also, there are so many misunderstandings everywhere, specifically between Elise and Cameron. Not that I really care that they get resolved or whatever, but it's just like Cameron is spreading his thoughts and his misunderstandings everywhere to everyone, and I'm just like, dude, get your facts straight. Like, those are the only times I want him to know. I don't want him to know so that anything between him and Elise happens. I just want him to know so that he stops misinforming everyone. Because this girl, this poor girl, she just wants to live an uncomplicated life, and then she's getting dragged into everyone else's messes. Also, I feel like everyone is only getting one side of the story, and that includes Elise about Cyrus. Like, Cyrus's mother, she's kind of like, I understand why she has the thoughts she has, but she's also kind of crazy. Like, she's giving off crazy, but I also understand where she's coming from. Also, Cyrus and Elise, like, this really is enemies to lovers. He's tried to kill her, or like pretended to try to kill her multiple times, and then she actually wants to kill him. It's really entertaining, not gonna lie. Because like, this girl, she's been thrown into the air to her death multiple times, and then she's threatened to kill him like hundreds of times already. Like, the entire time she's known him, she's like threatening to kill him, and I'm just like, okay, this is great. Also, we still have not gotten Cyrus's POV. I thought for certain that we would get his POV, but we haven't. So maybe that's in the third book. Thing is, I heard book 2 and 3 are completely vibes, so there's a chance I might take a break after I finish the second book, just have like that break in between, so I don't think book 2 and 3 are similar. Although I do enjoy fantasy books that are completely just vibes, so maybe I'll dive into the third book, who knows. I also really like the conversations between Elise and Cyrus. They're very deadly, but it's also kind of funny. There is something weird going on here, guys, and I'm not talking about the romance, I just mean like the general vibe of where they are right now. Like, again, everyone is getting one side of the story about everyone, and it's just weird. There's something weird about it. Also, the chapters, it keeps switching between Elise and Cameron, and I just don't want to read Cameron's POV anymore. The only reason I'm tolerating his POV now is because Hazan showed up again, and I really like Hazan, but that's the only reason. And I thought I would come to like Cameron because I saw this spoiler on Pinterest where he might get his own romance, and that still hasn't happened yet, so I don't know if it's actually gonna happen. There was just fan art of it. Guys, we're getting Elise's POV 3 times in a row now, and I hope it continues that way. Also, we're on our last day of the week. I think I can finish this book today. So the enemies part of the enemies to lovers isn't as aggressive anymore. The banter is there though, but it's less hostile. They're so cute though. I love them. Like, Elise tried to console Silas, and he's like, you're consoling me right now? Really? They're so cute and funny at the same time. I'm really enjoying myself. Also, I don't mind Cameron's POV right now, but that's only because we're getting Hazan. I I think the only times I like reading Cameron's POV is when he's with a character that I like, and those are the only times I'm gonna like reading his chapters. Hazan is so funny though. Like, he was funny before, but now he's like very unfiltered. Cyrus and Elise right now, so in love. Not actually. I think he's taken a liking to her. She's very lovable, but I don't think they're at a phase yet where they're in love, you know? They've just learned to tolerate each other. Their conversations are so entertaining to read though. They're very amused by each other. Specifically, Cyrus seems to have a lot of fun talking to her. Also, from Cameron's POV, I think there's a plot line that's about to come up that I won't like. For those of you who have read this, I think you know when I say braiding the kingdoms together. Like, if that ends up being a thing, I'm gonna be sick. Also, I love how everyone's main comment towards Elise is, "You're very strange." Like, I feel like every single character has said that to her at some point. It's so funny. And Elise is really just like, at this point, should I take that as a compliment or an insult? Also, he was showing her around his kingdom and he bought her bread, and she's never eaten bread before because Jin don't need to eat to survive. So she was asking him questions about the bread and he's just like, "You're kidding, right?" I can't wait for him to show her like other foods because she's never eaten most food because she doesn't need to. And so I'm really looking forward for those moments between them. This book really is a vibe though. Like, nothing's happened, but I'm still really enjoying myself. It really is just them getting to know each other and then Cameron scheming in the background. It's kind of late, but I finished These Infinite Threads. I'm not kidding you. I think I just learned the title of the book now. You know, I feel like Tahara Mafia is just surrounding Cameron with a bunch of likable people to force me to like him, or at least to force me to like reading his chapters. And it's kind of working, but not fully. Like, he has, I think, 4 other companions now. And oh my god, the romance. It's so devastating, but so addictive. Like, it was going so well. And then that happened. Also, the flower field scene. And then after the flower field scene, it got so good. I rated it a 4 out of 5. Literally nothing happened in this book, but I had so much fun. With this series specifically, every chapter ends in like a cliffhanger, and so it made me want to read more and more every single time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go get ready for bed. This was the last day of the reading vlog, so I'll put the total page count somewhere here. I can't wait for the 4th book to come out because I think it's like September 30th that it comes out, so I have to read the 3rd book before then. And then the 5th book comes out next year, which is gonna be torture. I know Tahara Mafi also wrote like kind of another branch off series for the Shatter Me series, so I might have to read the Shatter Me series soon because I think the 2nd book for that branch off series is coming out next year too. Also, it's been a while since I read a fantasy book series, so I'm really glad I like this one. But yeah, again, I'm gonna go get ready to go to sleep and I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!